also want to thank Microsoft, our signature sponsor.
8 weeks ago, I had the opportunity to host what we call the Worldwide RFID Solutions Days, the first ever Worldwide RFID Solution Days. We had over 300 customers from all over the world, 300 customers and partners from all over the world. We expected about 200 and it was oversubscribed, and we trained about 150 people over 2 days. The point that I'm trying to make here is we had 18 partners showcasing these real-time solutions that if you are an end user sitting in the audience, you can take, deploy, customize, and get real ROI out of RFID today. And I wanted to share with you a quote. We had we were fortunate to have John Fontanella, VP from AMR, attend the conference, and here's what John had to say about it. It is very obvious in the conversation. Show me how I can put the visibility that RFID surfaces to use for my enterprise and for my partners and for my customers. RFID is not a silver bullet by itself. RFID, when integrated with your existing systems and really taking that visibility that it provides and automating your business processes, is where the value is. To put this in perspective in terms of bringing investments to the market, I wanted to paint you a picture of how we continue to invest in BizTalk Server as a platform over the years. With over 90% of the Fortune 500 customers using BizTalk Server, 7,000 customers today, 12 of the 15 largest retailers in the world using BizTalk today, 9 out of 10 large insurance companies, and I can tell you I can go on for the next 30 minutes talking about our customers are using it and how they're using it. The point here is that we've learned and we've listened to them and really we're taking RFID and put it into the BizTalk Server platform, the advantages of RFID. I'd like to introduce you to Dean Frew, President and CEO of Xterprise, to come out and talk to us about some of the applications they're building on the BizTalk Server platform. Dean?
Great, thank you, Anush. It's always interesting to follow Anush, and I've done a world tour, and I was going to be surprised if he was able to stand behind the podium and hold talk. So, I'm going to spend just a few minutes with you talking not about multispectral backscatter or power levels or any of that. I'm going to talk to you about something that I think is bigger and we're all involved. Competitors of ours, customers, and it's what we call high definition enterprise. One of the things that's interesting is there's something about high definition TV, and this is really like most ideas, they come out of something very practical. The first time I ever watched a sporting event with HD, I went home and I told my wife that I had to have one. And one of the things that dawned on me as we started working with business applications is that our customers, once they got strung out on seeing the level of fidelity that we're talking about, it really was addictive. And one example was a look at their promotional displays, and to the 10th of a second, we could, through Retail Link, as Greg talked about from Walmart, tell them when that promotional display went on the floor at the Waco, Texas Walmart store. What's interesting is that they're interested in real time. It's high fidelity and it's automated. And it's about the business value. It's not about the technology. And I think one of the things that for this show, you've heard Mark talk about it, you've heard Greg talk about it, you've heard Anush talk about it, and I will too, is that we as an industry have got to be at a place where we really do grab onto the business value and move forward with that. And it's exciting to see 3,000 people here today, competitors, partners, customers alike, who are all focused on the same thing, and that's creating something bigger than an RFID market. And for us, we see it pretty simply. It's see, understand, execute, and win. One of the things that shows up is that every one of our customers wants to win. They want to use the technology and the applications to help them win. Process-driven data collection and automated with a focus on measurement. Talk about some of the fundamentals. The world's moving so that enterprise things all have a unique identity. No longer can we really live with, just like I can't live with watching a sporting event with regular TV, we're not going to be able to live with everything not having a unique ID. Second, the information is now driven by a piece of data having context wrapped around it. Capabilities that we get from this are going to create new offerings and best practices. Unlike doing is going to transform it. It's going to help us get to the business value. And then, of course, there's the application software companies like ourselves. Customers are ready too. Every single customer in this room is not here because they're wanting to inject technology to reach the status quo. They want to do things different because their shareholders, their management team are driving them to do that. Those fundamentals are in place for high-definition enterprise. Examples of that, I've got 8 sectors here I'm just going to blow through very quickly. Energy and chemical, and high tech, auto transportation, aerospace, IT and financial services, and lastly, CPG retail. I've listed out here just a few applications that customers in those segments are adopting. It's not a complete set, but they're really cool applications that we can't even talk about. They're so transformational for some clients. So it's exciting to see how this is getting adopted outside of just retail. If I took a poll today of competitors of ours, and we did, what was your base of business percentage-wise of retail, what would that pie look like for you in retail 3 years ago, and what does it look like today? The most exciting thing is most of us would say that the bulk of our business is something outside of Walmart and Sam's. I think it's a testimony of what's going on. Where do we go from here? Applications are going to emerge that are going to show
a little bit and talk about some of the learnings and the results since we released BizTalk Server 8 months ago. Microsoft has fundamentally changed the rules of the middleware game, that's what our customers say. Dramatically increased the footprint of partners building solutions, providing you with choice on what solutions you want to use, how you want to customize it, what do you want